In this video, I'm going to be going through a new app called Studio. I'm going to be installing it with a one-click install on BFF and then I'm going to go ahead and process the last video I created, Handoff. Studio is a post-processing tool that helps cut videos down in length, just the parts that you want. And it all does it using AI, so you don't have to spend hours trying to cut different sections out. Let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I am in my admin.bfflist.dev. I'm going to go ahead and install the app, and I'm going to create a new project. Just BFFlist Studio. It's important to create a new project for this because go ahead and click install. It's going to install it on the Studio subdomain. It's important to create a new project for this because you can get your own permissions at the project level, and so we will not allow users other than myself or admin users to view this app and have access to it. Great. So after it's installed, there's some environment variables we're going to need to set up and configure. First thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to go to replicate and either you can create a new token, enter a name for it, or in this case, I'm just going to regenerate an old token that I had. Once you get the token, you click the Go link and you can come down to the settings section of your project and click Connect Replicate, paste the token, you can test the connection, and connect Replicate. Great. Next, let's connect Anthropic. Anthropic, there's a link for Anthropic. It will take you to the API key section. And in this case, I'm going to create a new key, make it a short-lived key, copy the key, and click the Go link. It will take you back to the LLM providers. Click Add Provider, Anthropic, paste your key, Add Provider. Next, let's go back to the home page and turn on cross-origin isolation. This will allow FFmpeg to set certain headers so you don't run into CORS issues. It's really simple. If you can see, there's a pre-configured cross-origin isolation button. You can just click that and set it that way. So that sets the header. And going back to the home page, we're going to make sure we keep Studio private. I don't want this public, and I'm going to redirect to login, and I'm going to require admin users as well. So this way, it's only available to me. It's important because this post-processing costs money. It calls real APIs, and I don't want anybody else to be able to call it. The last step is actually not optional. It says optional. Needs to be updated, or I need to actually make it optional. The Hugging Face token is required for one of our pipelines that does something called speaker diarization. So we're going to go ahead and create a new token, test2, and without this token, just a read-only token, the pipeline will not be able to transcribe your text. Doesn't cost anything. You just have to sign up for an account on Hugging Face. And it's pretty straightforward. So then we're going to click Go. And in this case, we're going to make it a secret. We're going to say HF token and paste the value. Add secret. Great. Now we should be all set up and we should be able to get started on post-processing our video. So clicking the link takes you to your URL, in my case, studio.bfflist.dev. I'm going to select a new project, choose Files, browse to find my files, find the video I want to upload, and click. If you have multiple videos, you can have multiple videos and process all, or just one video, you just process this video. I recommend not taking videos longer than 30 to 40 minutes. If you're going to take more time than that, break it up into smaller sub videos. The problem with longer videos is FFmpeg will try to transcribe them. It needs to transcribe them and do everything and cut them all at the same time. So a long video is much more for FFmpeg to do. So I highly recommend cutting your video your recording down into sections. If there's a natural break, you can stop the video and start again, and you can create multiple videos. So you can see the show preview button shows what's going on here. You have the video that we've uploaded. We have an audio file that we've extracted the audio just by itself from the video, and then it also transcribes the text. And so now we have all the text from the video that we're going to end up feeding to the LLM. Next, we click continue and we generate thumbnails. So generating thumbnails, it's going to go through the 13-minute long video and it's going to create what are called contact sheets for throughout the length of the video. So this will give the LLM eyes to the video with timestamps, so it knows exactly what's going on. Great. So as you can see, the thumbnail contact sheet, the images are 7 seconds apart, and we have 10 full images. Now, the AI master director is going to be using this to stitch together a plot and to tell the subdirectors what to cut out. So you can add additional information if you have some direction of your own, but we're just going to go ahead and click Send to AI Director. This should end up creating some chapters for our video, and then we'll go ahead and process each chapter individually. Great. So it created 5 different chapters. So title gives the director's take is a walkthrough of installing and configuring Handoff app to manage file sharing and grant Claude direct read and write access to a local server. Chapters are installing Handoff, file permission and sharing, connecting Claude via API, uploading Markdown with Claude, HTML sites, and backend overview. Great. And each chapter has its own little cutting brief that gives a little bit of information about it. So next we're going to go to continue to the build step. In the build step, we're going to have an option of auto build. We could individually go through each and every one of these chapters and go through the steps, but auto build will do that for us. It will take some time, so we're just going to let it run. Click auto build. It's going to cut the scene, generate the contact sheets, refine the scene, and assemble and save. So it does that step for each and every chapter that it goes through. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run and come back in about 15 minutes or so when it's complete. I'm going to leave my browser open and running, and the web browser is running FFmpeg doing all the video editing and cutting. Once the auto build is complete, you can go through each section and see what it decided to cut out and what it decided to keep. And you can edit that if you want. Anything you see purple here is cut out. So it's trying to trim some dead space for us. And then it has the full clip at the bottom. This one chapter, the first chapter, is about 2 minutes. It was originally 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Go to the second chapter, it was originally 2 minutes and 48 seconds, and it cut it down to 1 minute and 51 seconds. You can see the stuff it cuts out. So, yeah, it goes through all the different chapters and cuts them out, and then you continue to export in the end. Continuing to export will create a custom title for you, write a video description, and also assign the timestamps. And these timestamps are great for YouTube because it will show them in the status bar. Here's the full video. It's stitched together. So you can see it's 9 minutes and 22 seconds cut down from 13. Now I'm going to draft a prompt. And the cool thing about drafting the prompt is we're gonna draft the thumbnail, and we're gonna be using an image too. So see how that works. So let's just say use the tutorial template. There's different templates inside of the skills that I'm not going to get into in this video, but you can customize your prompts with skills on the pipeline. Great. It created a prompt, and now I'm going to go browse and take a photo of myself. See if I can find a. Let's go to photo booth. Let's take a quick photo. All right, that will work. And we're going to export. Let's just save this to my downloads file for right now. Go find that. So here's my JPEG image, and now I'm going to go browse to that downloaded image. We're going to try to stitch together. We have this image, and I'm going to actually refine this. Use a tutorial, but in this case, stitch in, that's not how you spell stitch. Stitch in the person from the photo to the uh, image to the thumbnail. Also, let's see if it came up with a, it's not episode 4. Let's say it's going to be a different episode number, but we'll leave it at 4 for now. And I'm going to drop the prompt. Now, it's not using the image in the prompt. It's going to tell the prompt to work with the image. And I gave a typo in thumbnail, but that's okay. Let's see how it works. Okay, so let's see. The notes say to use a tutorial template and stitch the person from the photo. The video is a walkthrough of the tutorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to generate it now. And it's going to send this image along with it. And there it is. So it added me inside of the regular sketch that it usually does. That's pretty cool. Last thing I can do is I can generate a blog post from the video. So I just click generate. I didn't give it any direction, and it's going to create a blog post based on all the content of the video. This way, in the video notes, I will go ahead and link to my blog post. In my blog, I can link back to the video. It goes great for people who don't want to watch the whole video, or if you have code from the video, you can add to your blog post and make it easy for people to copy and paste. Cool. So here is the blog post, similar title. It's got some content. Now, it also it takes the screenshots, but sometimes it's not the exact screenshot that I want. So you can go in here and choose a slightly different frame. And this is supposed to be the admin panel showing one click. It says the admin showing one click install dialog. So I can go around here, and I think this is probably a better one, or this one, or let's see. You can scroll through. It gives you about a minute in advance and 30 seconds ahead and 30 seconds behind. So let's go ahead and use something like one of these that doesn't make me look too. There's a good one. All right, so there's that. And that's good. And what's this one? This is the viewing a private file share link option and the private file share link. That's not a great one, so I'm going to change that. That's a good one. Great. So after I've gotten all of the images the way I want in my blog post, I can click download bundle, and I have a zip file of all the images along with the markdown version of the blog post. So that wraps up Studio. It is a AI post-production processing tools for videos. It does currently only work in Firefox, and there are issues with Chrome using FFmpeg. So I'm actually updating it to have a banner if you're using Chrome. You can't use Chrome for it. Hopefully they can get that fixed soon, and then it will work in more browsers. Hope you like it. Thanks a lot.